What's up, guys? It's your boy J-Mecha here, coming at you with another deck tech. This is my mono black Reanimator list, the first deck tech of season 15. 15 seasons, actually kind of crazy to think about how we've outlasted so many different formats, fringe formats that is, and it's just because of like the the different things you can do, like the different cards that come in and out. And this is not really, a new sort of archetype. It's not something that's like, whoa, this is blowing my mind. This is a simple random arrow list. It's not that bad, but like it is. I mean, when I started with the seasons, I always tried to do the most broken thing I can think of, and this is the most broken thing I can think of because of the card simply reanimate. But reanimate has never actually been legal, and I haven't really done any research with it, but it's never actually been legal together with Dark Ritual. So this can lead to a lot of turn one shenanigans, really. And this is the best. I think Mono Black is the best shell. I haven't really discussed the idea of other decks or other color combinations, but I think Mono Black is the most consistent because of just running Dark Ritual, and maybe you can kind of splash out the color. Maybe your like cyber options get better, but for the most part, I think like Mono Black is just the fastest. So because it is early in the season, I want to go fast. So this is my version of a Mono Black deck. A lot of other people, I think, diverge into different like what to bring back, but with said Reanimate. So let's just go over just the deck in general. We'll just get all of that. And there are 20 swamps, only 20 swamps. It seems really low, especially like when you have like gigantic drops in the middle. But when you think about it, when you look at the other cards that are in this deck, and so with Dark Ritual, you have a lot of like burst mana and just like mana in general. So you don't really need that many lands. Even like 3, I think, is enough. 3 to 4 is enough to kind of like get the ball rolling. Yes, really. I mean, really. So you really just need one land to really get off. So we'll just go over all of the turn one plays you can do. So you can go swamp and everything. All of them all revolve around Reanimate and Dark Ritual, but you can kind of get things going in different ways. You go easiest one is like swamp, Dark Ritual, Reanimate, with a discard outlet like a Putrid Imp, or even like Discovery Dispersal. Just a Discovery part, not casting Dispersal ever. But Discovery can surveil cards into your graveyard, and you just reanimate them. You have 2 Dark Rituals. You can like double Dark Ritual, Buried Alive, reanimate, things like that. But for the most part, you're just really just going for velocity here. So I think reanimate is super strong. Dread Return is the other sort of reanimation spell. It's not obviously as fast. It costs 4, but it has some utility. Like flashback, I don't think I've ever used the flashback part, but it's there. So it's better than Zombify. It's already better than Zombify. Buried Alive is actually like the secret card I'm actually building around. It's not. It doesn't seem like that at first, but like I think Buried Alive is actually a really strong card. It's a tutor. It's basically a tutor. If you think about it in that sense, it is a tutor for 3 creature cards put in your graveyard. And you might think to yourself, well, I mean, I want them in my hand. I don't want them in my graveyard. But obviously, you can bring back the Reanimate. But there are other cards that are used in this deck that want to be in the graveyard. For example, like even if like you just pull 3 of these Pathrazers, which are like the key kind of like that's the turn 1 play you really want to hit is Pathrazer. It's really hard to stop with like 1 mana spells. Like I think there's like Unsummon, Sky Tether, and like that's it. Maybe a couple others. I don't even think like Vendetta is legal. I'm not even sure, but it's really hard to stop turn 1, even turn 2. If you're on the play, then you have like a 1 mana answer. If you're on the draw, 2 mana answers that opens up a lot of different doors. But 1 mana answers really hard to deal with. It's kind of sad how there's actually not a lot of good targets. But anyway, Spirit Alive. It just kind of becomes a dead card after you cast first one. It's the first one you get like the 3 Pathrazers, and you can kind of get some other cool stuff with it. Like for example, I'm running Undead Gladiator, which is basically a discard outlet that only works when it's in your graveyard. So and it's a creature. So and that's kind of like the deck building sort of a word I want restriction that you need creatures that do stuff in your graveyard. So Undead Gladiator is one of them. Another card I'm just bouncing around this deck list is Extractor Demon, which like you can just kind of load a bunch in your graveyard and just kind of like start fireballing your opponent for 5 each. 5/5 flyer for 3, not that bad when you think about it. But yeah, I've really liked Undead Gladiator so far. When I played it, it's just like a recurable threat that kind of gets back. It kind of gets the big stuff out of your hand because you don't want this stuff. Putrid Imp, like I said, is another enabler along with Discovery Dispersal, which is actually a really strong card. I kind of like glossed over this the first kind of passing of this deck, but then like so I was like, no, play Discovery, and it's like it's great. Does everything you want. Dumps up to your graveyard, draws some extra cards, so it kind of digs things, puts stuff in your graveyard, which is really important with Surveil. Like I said, I never will think about ever casting this first. Also, don't even. That's not even a card. It's just Discovery. Just Discovery. Just cover your hand over the dispersal part. Pathrazer, like I said, I think it obviously is the best turn one play you can do. So we're trying to maximize that at a full 4. But this guy here, Sphinx of the Guild Pact, is another interesting card. I don't think no one's really playing this. Other people are usually playing things like Greater Sandworm, which is like a green guy that can't be blocked by power. I think like creatures power 2 or less. But it's cycling, so it puts stuff in the graveyard. Other people are like Boonweaver Giant to like pull auras, like, you know, from your deck or your hand or whatever onto the thing. So and then they're trying to create auras. But I think the thing that I dislike about those cards is that you can't cast them mono black. The Sandworm is green, the Boonweaver Giant is white, and a lot of people will disrupt your game plan. You can't. I think it's like it just assumes that you're gonna goldfish on them and they're just gonna like take it. So it's like, oh, you got me, you did it. It's like, no, they're gonna try to stop you all the ways possible with graveyard shenanigans. Graveyard shenanigans being the most popular part, so why not just have threats that you could cast? And I think that's the whole like point of my build is that I could cast as Sphinx the Guild, which is good. It's not great, it's like good. Hexproof monocolored is still says hexproof if you just squint a little bit. So things like popular like Epic Downfall, like Double Incinerate or something like that, like Sky Tether, Unsummon. These are all cards that can't beat it. Like you can't beat the Sphinx, so it's not that bad. I think it's actually pretty good card. It's won me a couple matches, some my random test matches. So wish I could play more, but I think the deck list is really tight on space. So I really want to run some utility stuff, which is like kind of over here. Twisted Abominations, another like reasonable thing to like unearth with Reanimate. It helps you find lands, which is really when you want to make your land drop. So it's a 5/3 regenerator. You could, I would not feel like embarrassed of just going like another turn one like play you can make is like Dark Ritual, Cycle, Reanimate. That's perfect. You get your second land drop. You have a 5/3 on turn one. Really hard to deal with. No decks can really like deal with that really that fast. If you get to untap with it with a generate, hard to deal with, I think. We call it Extractor Demon, Dark Rituals, now they're like Lynchman. The rest, I'm playing this main deck. I think there are a lot of people that are starting to do main deck answers, like Return to Nature, which is like a disenchant on crack. So I think the rest is like good, like see if like the coast is clear for things. I think the Mono Blue Flash deck is like really good, so it's just a good thing to have main deck. So sideboard, we're gonna talk about sideboards. Everyone's bringing claws in. The claws are here. They're scratching them up. So I think the best way to really combat with claws, especially mono black, since you can't redeal artifacts, is to just go with the mid-range plan. That's the reason why I want all my threats to be castable. I want the Sphinx to be castable. Automations, these Extractor Demons to be castable. Because I want to just switch into a game plan where I don't really need the graveyard. So I can board out most of my Pathrazers, most of my Buried Alives, most of these Dread Returns, which is really bad. I like Reanimate still, because you can still like kind of turn one people out of nowhere. Not a big deal, so I'm just packed with removal and like random threats. So Epic Downfall is pretty good against the gate decks. I think it's a Ram, which is like a 3-drop, and like the Colossus, which is really hard to deal with. Exile's gone. You're out. Cryocanarium, good against the there's like those Calder Familiar like Witch's Oven decks that got popular in the last half of the season. Carried over, honestly got better, I would say. Like, maybe it's on the deck down the line. But yeah, just exiles them all away. Murder, just a clean answer for like random big things. Good in the mirror too, not bad. Extra duress, just for like extra little insurance. Vampire Nighthawk, like I said, I just want to get the mid-range plan. So turn one ritual Nighthawk might actually throw some people off, and it's actually gonna be really funny. And the gift thrower is always another way to like gain life. Funny thing about this card is that it's multicolored, so you can put it on a Sphinx of the Guild Pact, and that's a 6/6 flying lifelink monster, you know. So I'm really excited to play this card. Even if you put on like a Pathways, that'd be really funny. So it's really good against like, you know, life getting decks. Or decks you want to like gain life against. Anyways, we're gonna play in a tournament today. The first tournament for me from season 15. So let's see if we can just get some big guys on the field. Alright, round one was the Penny Dreadful Airless. Distracted here. Well, this is a mulligan. Can't really do things without lands. Big old mulligan. Uh, this is fine. I don't keep. I want a second Dark Ritual. I am on the draw, so maybe just get rid of it. This is hard. I think they used to play Reanimator. I'm keeping this. I'm just trying to figure out what. I think I'm getting a Swamp. As crazy as that sounds. I get to duress them. Kind of want to do. Anything I'm saving this Dark Ritual for this Dread Return. See what we got. Okay. Dark Ritual in response. That's interesting. Cycle. Okay. They are playing Reanimator. They're playing the Greater Salmon version. And Zombify, we got Reanimate and Dark Ritual. That's a pretty good hand. It is a fine hand. I think I'm taking the Dark Ritual? Yeah, I think I'm taking a Dark Ritual here. That way they only reanimate, so they take 7 to do this, and I mean, it's I have like 3 turns to do it. And kill them, so... Or, like, the other thing is I take Reanimate, then they have to blow 2 cards to do this, and then if I kill this, it's like, then what are they doing? Taking Dark Ritual, okay. Also, making them use the Reanimate makes it so that my graveyard is, like, protected, because they can reanimate out of my graveyard as well. It's another thing you have to think about in these matchups. The one thing I don't have against, like... I'm sorry to hear, like, toy squeaking, because, like, dog here, but, like, one thing you have to think about is that the mirror is that the Reanimates can target my own stuff. Okay, that was a reasonable draw. The same work can actually block this. Then next turn I can just Ritual. Yeah. Okay. Alright, that's not bad. Well, I take the hit here, but next turn I get to regenerate. Pretty much a swamp with their hand right now. 7. I know their list, they don't have any removal. Swamp. Another Dark Ritual. But I don't want to, like... The thing about Buried Alive is, like, really weird is that I don't want to, like, put a bunch of, like, stuff in my graveyard because of, like, Reanimate. So I'm actually really... Unless I know the coast is clear. So now I want to, like, take over the game with my flyers. That's what I really want to do. I want to save this ritual for, like, if I draw the Sphinx. I don't want to bear it alive until I have, like, a target I can hit. Or until I have another reanimation spell. making sure I regenerate this thing. Discover. Let's see what I can get. Kind of want both of these cards, actually. I'll draw the swamp. I want to make land drops here. So all I have left is a Zombify and 2 unknowns. Eventually I'll play the end of the Gladiator here just so I can get this out the block. This is the only way they can kill me, is through like playing other creatures. Look at my deck's a little more dynamic, but I mean the advent of other creatures is a little. But like I said, I have this Gladiator, which I might just play. I just play out. They're gonna try to cheese me with this. They want to keep their life total high so they can play like their Path Raisers. I think I'm just gonna play the Gladiator. I can just start attacking. I can actually attack if I felt like it. Because if I attack, it just like removes. No, I don't want to attack. I think I'll actually just stay back. I like this line up there. They're just throwing other creatures in good. But they have no other like recourse, I guess. The only other way is like getting a Path Raiser on the field. Or another Sandworm, I guess. I need to get this card out their hand. One of the deck, I would say, flaws that I have is I have 0 Graveyard Hate to my sideboard. If you looked at the deck tech earlier, that was purposeful. I don't think it's like incredibly necessary to have that. I just gotta zombify the Dregsig zombie. That's hilarious. That is hilarious if they do that. Yeah, you can't take back that Dark Ritual. That's casted. They're doing it. Wow. That was not expected, honestly. Okay, let's discover a lot of things. Like I said, I want that in my. I kind of want this in my hand. I want all these in my hand. They can cost them reasonably next turn. Probably just cast those pretty soon. Next turn, actually. While keeping this regeneration up. Double Ritual. Sphinx. Kind of want to attack. I'm actually going to attack. Cuts off a lot of their like outs. Basically, they can't reanimate a Path Razor now. They can zombify one. Okay. Plus, text for monocolored. I just go to 2. Deal. I think it's like a protection for monocolored. I kind of just misread that. Kind of miscalculated that. This is fine. All I have to do is play his Gladiator and I can start attacking. Actually, getting Gladiator out of the graveyard is pretty good because it can't reanimate it. So that was actually a reasonable play. This back and forth, I love it. Maybe they regenerated this time. And now they have kind of thinking of attacking. Okay, can they attack here? I could easily survive both of these. Yeah. I don't even understand this attack, but like a bait. He's like trying to bait me into like doing a bad move like I did before. Because I know he doesn't have removal. I'm pretty sure if I remember their lists, they don't have removal. Yeah, so now they're like, okay, now I really can't do this. Next time I play as Gladiator, I'm attacking. I'm swinging in with the Sphinx. They don't have reach, right? Okay. Their only way of like winning is they play more of these like zombies. I don't even know why they're in the deck. I mean, they're kind of like good, like I guess like Dread Return targets. How are you playing Dread Return? They've really not drawn very well. That's what I'm saying. That's why the importance of like having these spells are really good. Like having spells you can cast are really good. And this guy would be hard to kill. He's actually unkillable out of this deck. Like, not sure what they're gonna try to hit here. Not sure what they can hit. I guess. Oh, I guess they could like put a Drake Six Zombie in their graveyard and swing in. That would be annoying. Because they would have give haste. That'd be really annoying. Okay, they didn't. Close. Close one. I guess if they had removal spells or something. Oh god, they found a Buried Alive. That's so good. Alright. Alright, I went for it. Didn't work out. Whatever. I could have just like played that a lot slower. I guess I just forgot that like I thought it said protection from that Hexproof. My bad. Okay. The numbers didn't work out there. Dang. Alright. That worked out for them. A little misplay by me. Oh well. That's why we play. Alright, alright, alright. Alright, so our differences will be a lot different. I think they'll bring in claws. I'm gonna bring in removal, so I'm actually just gonna take all these. I'm gonna bring in like pretty much all the removal spells I can. They might bring in removal as well, so the gift might be as gift will not be as good. I want to keep like one of these in. I don't know if I should be going for speed this round. I don't really need gifts. Do I think any yeah, gifts didn't seem pretty good in this matchup. I think they're gonna like it's gonna be really good to just like fly over. Not sure about the rest. This is pretty good early. I still like these like value reanimates. I think they're not bad. I can actually kind of because if they try to go for their thing, it's like I just get their thing. So I think it's actually good to have it a lot in the mirror. Maybe just like cut the duresses and just like try to go for it. Maybe just cut the duresses, just like play 2 Path Razor. Right? Go for that. There's no way to deal with a turn 1. They can go like turn 1, Ritual Murder or something like that. That's a lot of cards. It keeps a bit slow. One bad thing about Nighthawk is that it actually can't block the Greater Sandworm because it has 2 power. A little annoying. Checking that. I was checking the text and I just didn't do it. Hey, remember I just hated on Greater Sandworm? All of a sudden it's like really messing me up. Oh god. Okay. They just turn 1 me, this is gonna be so bad. Oh god, really? They had to turn 1! This is why you play the deck. See, this is why you play. So I have to draw. I literally have to draw the correct card, which is Epic Downfall. Um, I guess I could try to set up a like Discovery. I think because the next 2 cards I have to draw are literally like a land, a ritual, and then something to kill it. Oh. It's gonna be like in this mix of cards too. Dang it, I got turn 1. See, and that's why it's so hard. And that's why I wish I had the 3rd Epic Downfall, but I cut it early.